Hello, hello, hello. No, I haven't taken my meds yet today. A couple of you said you like me better off of meds. I like me better off of meds too, but I can't live with anybody. I take the meds for you people, not me. Anyway, this is Sir David the Bard coming out of Kangaroo City down here in Australia, out of our beautiful closet studio here with 100 workers helping me produce these programs, and I really want to thank the Mormon Church for giving me such wonderful material to work with. Now, here's what I want to talk about this morning, this afternoon, this evening. You don't know, do you? Anyway, there was an article on, I think it was in Iowa or Illinois. There's 7 or 8 states that have these cameras now, and if you're speeding, it will take a picture of you speeding and send you $100 or $200 ticket. Now people were on there, oh my God, this is invasion of privacy. Oh, invasion. Well, let me tell you something. Now the Bard may be different here, and you may disagree, and not very many of you disagree with me. I only have thousands of comments from the Mormons. Anyway, how is it an invasion of privacy? The cameras don't come on unless you're breaking the law of the United States or the state of America that you're in. Now, if you had a camera that was taking a picture of every person that was passing by, I don't know, that might be a little much, but a lot of the big box stores have that. If you're in their parking lot, you're on their video cameras. Be that as it may, here's my point. I told you a couple of videos ago that I have videoed my house, which means I have a camera in every room except the bathrooms, where people can have an expectation of privacy. Well, it has changed my whole family's life. I don't yell, scream, and act bardish very much anymore, and my wife has calmed down, and my kids have turned to angels. I'm surprised how much videotaping one's life makes in our behavior. Now, you Mormons, you all say we're going to look into the book of life and be able to see everything that we've done. Well, hell, at my house, you know, we record 5 cameras 24/7. We know what people said. We know what people are like. We know the assholes. We know that when kids say, Mr. Nobody did it, we just back the camera up and say, there's your little hand stealing it. Right there! Oh, yeah, oh. Videotape is hard to defend against. Now, here's my point. A lot of you say, the Bard's weird. Well, okay, the Bard is weird. I live a life that I'm not afraid to have on videotape. Anywhere, 24/7. Are there things that I say and do and act up that I'd rather that weren't there? Yeah. But when I remember that they're there, then I relearn. And I go, God, I got to try harder. I got to try harder. And so those of you that are shocked that I videotape everything in my house and that I'm complaining now about people who don't want to be videotaped breaking the law, here's my summary of what I think is going on. If you're a good person, if you're trying really hard to live a good life, you're honest, you're true, you're not a drunken alcoholic, you're not a damn drug addict, you're not, screwing trees, you're not molesting children, you're not running around on your wife, then what's wrong with a video camera recording your whole life? What's wrong with you sitting down there in the couch? Well, we're in the basement here, so, it's not down. It's kind of up the couch. And watching TV with your bowling ball and a can of beer. What's the problem here? That's normal behavior in our society. Certainly nothing is going to be adjudicated. So here's my question. If a person doesn't want their life recorded 24/7, I ask why. I ask why. Because that's a person I probably don't want to do business or friendship with. There's something that they want to hide that a video camera is going to bring out. Now, The states that are using these video cameras for speed control, I think they're, I'm just bouncing off the statistic because I can't remember it, but it's like 50% of the deaths involving high speed are gone. There's 50% of the people continuing to live because the rest of us don't want to pay $200 fine. Now here's what I do. Okay, I haven't had a ticket, oh God, I haven't had a ticket for 45 years. 45 years. Haven't been, well, I was in an accident, but it was my wife driving. Damn airbag, 300 miles an hour. Bam! I would have been more handsome to do these shows, but look what that airbag did to me. Knocked my hair off, put on 200 pounds of weight. Anyway. Those that don't want their lives recorded and their speed recorded are criminals! Simple! They're criminals. For a person to get out of a car and have an 80-mile-an-hour ticket for a 60-mile-an-hour zone and pay $250, what the hell is their defense? Well, I don't think they ought to have cameras. It's an invasion of my privacy. My 4th, 13th, 18th, 28th Amendment rights of the Constitution. Bullshit. Bullshit. You're breaking the law. If you want to go 80, for God's sakes, go down to the meetings where they set the speed limit. But if you're not at those meetings and you don't set those speed limits and you don't complain about them and you don't have any positive input to it, you need to obey them. Slow your ass down. Now, the bar, when it says 65, I go 65, unless I get over in the HOV. I hate that word. I can't think what it is, but it's the the commuter lane where you pile 82 Mexicans in the back of your truck and you can go faster. Anyway, I constantly drive 71. That's about where I am, because if I drive 65, the kangaroos just pile up behind me, jump on the back of the car, hang over the windshield, and beat on the windshield. I have to put the wipers on, wipe the damn kangaroos off. So I'm not, I'm not the old slowpoke over in the right lane going, 45, 50 miles an hour. Hell, I'm going 71. What's that, a football field a second? And for old people, that's fucking, oh, excuse me, that's fast. That's really fast. So anyway, in Kangaroo City, people pretty much obey the law down here, but the few times I've been up there in Utah, hell, they'll go 80, 85 and not think anything of it. And the federal government attacked Utah the other day for not slowing people down in the HOV, the commuter lane, because the federal government paid for the lane, and they said, Utah, we gave you that money, we paid for the lane, for God's sakes, put a few policemen in there and get people down to 70 and not 80. Well, Utah, they don't do anything until they're threatened with money, and it's big government, and it's privacy, it's a secret. Well, anything that is a secret is not sacred. Believe me. Anything that is secret is not sacred. Why doesn't the Mormon Church want to put video cameras through all of their temples to show you what goes on in their temples? Because if they did, you'd go, holy shit, what silliness, and you wouldn't join their church. Look at our lives. I don't care if a policeman is following me. Unless it's for miles and miles, I know I'm going to be pulled over for something. I don't care when I go into a store that video cameras are everywhere. When I go out in the parking lot, I feel like slapping the crap out of my kid for being obnoxious. I know there's a camera right there, and I find a better way to threaten my child and bring him home. But now I can't slap him at home either because the video camera's there. So anyway, I think we need to look at ourselves and our lives. Why are we afraid of video cameras? Now, I'm not stupid. Obviously, we need to get dressed and go pee-pee and have sex without a video camera on. I kind of like it better with the camera, but no, I'm just screwing with you. So you can turn the cameras off for a minute or two. The Bart ain't no great lover. I used to be. Anyway, that's is spoken without intelligence. I mean, those of you that watch me have pretty good intelligence, and you know what the hell I'm saying. The way we treat each other, our wives, our children, when we have friends come over to the house, we watch TV, we sit around, and we don't do anything. The cameras all pick it up in my house. And I'm not afraid to turn that over to the police or turn that over to social services. It protects me. It protects me. But those of you that don't want cameras taking pictures of you breaking the law, don't go into most stores these days. Most stores, 7-Eleven even has cameras, and it does stop crime. And when you scream privacy, you don't have any right to privacy. Driving a car, you're out in public. There's some laws for campers and motorhomes that are a little bit different for privacy. But anyway, those of us that are driving down to the store, now, you're following the bipolar mind with no meds. Now, when I was a BYU student, there were many times I didn't want a camera looking down in the front seat of my car. You can have and travel in the fast lane there, the HOV lane, if there's more than one person in the car. Well, I had wives. I can't remember any girlfriends, but I've had plenty of wives where, you know, you're driving along and the police go, "Hey, there's only one person in that car." And I'll say, "Honey, sit up. Here comes the police. We need your head up." And I wouldn't want to go under a freeway overpass with a camera going, hey, is she sick? Why is she laying in your lap? Why didn't she just put the seat back? So anyway, I do understand why most of us, when we're being involved in criminal activity or sexual indiscretions, we don't want a camera. But really, wouldn't the world be a better place if everybody's life was being recorded 24/7, and we could go back and see who was lying, who wasn't lying, who said what? You know, Mr. Nobody has no place to live. He's become homeless now. So anyway, if you're going to, you young people that watch me, there's not a lot of you, but there's some. You young people that watch me, what you want is one of those reflective things in your windshield for sun, and when you go under the overpass, you just put that down and go, Becky, it's okay now. I can't tell you how many times. I was a bus driver for a private company at BYU at one time. I can't tell you how many times as a bus driver we would pull up to a red light, and then all the people, we sit up higher than all the cars, and just by habit you look out, and you don't want to see some of the things you see. And then there are some things out there that you do want to see. Hey, that I never did that one. So anyway, if you don't want a video camera in your life, don't try to be my friend. I don't want you to be my friend. Anyone that's afraid of video cameras, I'm afraid of you. Bye.